Good morning, students. Now this is Unit 3 continuation. See, syllabus. What is the higher order linear differential equations? Solution of homogeneous linear differential equations with constant coefficient. Solution of non-homogeneous differential equations. P of dy is equal to q of x. P of d into y is equal to q of x here. See, P of d into y is equal to q of x with constant coefficients and by means of polynomial operators, when q of x is equal to b into a power x, b sin x, a sin ax by b cos ax, b into x to the power of k, v into e to the power of ax, method of undetermined coefficients. This is your syllabus. Now the first part is very important and it is very easy one also. Now see here, this is a differential equation. See, an of x into dny by dx to the power of n plus an minus 1 of x into dn minus 1 by dx to the power of n minus 1 plus an minus 2 of x dn minus 2y by dx to the power of n minus 2 plus so on an of x into dy by dx plus a naught of x into y is equal to q of x. You call that equation number 1. A differential equation of this form is called a linear differential equations of order n because the highest derivative involved in this given equation is dny, no, that's why whose coefficient is not equal to 0 here, where a1 a2 and so on an q of x are continuous functions of x. These are functions of x, some x term into this derivative, some x term into derivative, and is equal to q of x is also a function of x, right? Real functions on a common interval I, when an is not equal to 0, that means the coefficient of leading order is not equal to 0, then only we can say that it is of nth order. See, remember the coefficient of highest derivative whose coefficient is not equal to 0. Here the highest derivative is dny by dx to the power of n, whose coefficient is not equal to 0. Clearly we mentioned. A differential equation of this form is called a linear differential equation. Now, if right hand side is q of x, no? If q of x is equal to 0, then it is called a homogeneous linear differential equation. If the right hand side part is equal to 0, then that equation is said to be a homogeneous linear differential equation. See, next point. See here, equation 1 is called homogeneous differential equation if q of x is equal to 0. then equation 1 is equal to same as it is equation, right hand side we are writing 0. Okay. Now ఈక్వేషన్ 1 ఏముంటుంది, నాన్ హోమోజీనియస్ అంటాం. నెక్స్ట్ పాయింట్ ఏంటి, if f of q of x is equal to 0, then equation 2 becomes homogeneous. Now what is the next topic is solutions of homogeneous linear differential equations of order n with constant coefficients. With constant coefficient means the coefficients of the derivatives are constants. See here, this is the heading, right? Now a differential equation is of the form an dny by dx to the power of n, an minus 1 dn minus 1 by dx to the power of n minus 1 plus so on plus a1 into dy by dx plus a naught y is equal to 0. Here the coefficients are constants, not the functions of x. This type of differential equation is called linear differential equation with constant coefficients. Remember, now it is a homogeneous linear differential equation of order n only because highest derivative is n, where a0, a1, a2 and so on an, all these are constants, right? And leading coefficient is not equal to 0. Now in this case, how to find a solution of this type of linear differential equations with constant coefficients? Simple. Now we are assuming that the solution of the given differential equation is y is equal to e to the power of mx. is a solution of this differential equation. If it is a solution, now in the place of y, if I substitute e to the power of mx, then it reduces to an identity, right? Suppose, say example, a small example, x minus 2 is equal to 0 antam. Here x is equal to 2 is a solution of the given differential equation అంటే ఏం చెప్తారు? If I substitute x is equal to 2 in the given equation, it reduces to an identity, right? Then only we can say that x is equal to 2 is a solution. See, here my assumption is y is equal to e to the power of mx is a solution. This is a solution means if I substitute in the given equation, this one, y value in the given equation, it has to satisfy. It has to reduce us to an identity. Now that's why I'm finding dy by dx. What is the derivative of e power mx? E power x derivative is e power x only. E power 2x derivative is 2 into e power 2x, no? Similarly, e power mx derivative is e power mx into mx derivative is m. That means m into e power mx. Now, twice, if you differentiate it twice, d square y by dx square is equal to m square into e to the power of mx. d cube y by dx cube is equal to m cube into e to the power of mx. Right? It is ordinary differentiation. Similarly, n minus 1th derivative, nth derivative. Now, here we are substituting those values in the given equation. I am getting this one. Again, I am taking e power mx common and transporting it to the right side. It becomes 0. Now, I am getting an m to m power n plus an minus 1 m power n minus 1, an minus 2 m power n minus 2, so on, a1m plus a naught into 1 is equal to 0. Now this is called an auxiliary equation. This is called an auxiliary equation or characteristic equation of the given differential equation. Find the auxiliary equation ante ee vidhanga rayali. You have to write like this. Now this is an auxiliary equation or characteristic equation. Now suppose it is this is an equation in nth degree, no? Because it is contains what? m to the power of n. It is an equation, it is a polynomial in m of degree n, right? Now since it is a degree n, now it has n roots. Every polynomial, suppose every nth degree polynomial has n roots. Quadratic equation has 2 roots. Cubic equation has 3 roots. Biquadratic equation has 4 roots, right? Now similarly, now the roots, here the following cases ఎలా ఉంటాయి? Roots may be real and equal, roots may be real and unequal, roots may be repeated roots, roots may be complex roots, or you can say imaginary roots, right? Now there are 3 cases are there. First case, if the roots are, all the roots are real and distinct, all the roots, it has a nth degree n degree n, no? You will get n roots. Here all the n roots are real and unequal. Unequal means those are distinct. In that case, how to write the complementary function? Complementary function is denoted by yc is equal to c1, some arbitrary constant, into e to the power of first root into x, plus c2 into e to the power of second root into x, plus c3 into e to the power of third root into x. Similarly, cn into e to the power of nth root into x. If the roots are n roots are there, we have to write like this. This is the standard procedure. This is called complementary function. It is denoted by yc. Similarly, case 2, if the roots are real and equal, suppose a is a root, a is repeated n times. Here మనం ఏమనుకుంటున్నాం? a is a root. This equation has n roots, no? That a is repeated n times. n times repeated అయిన వస్తాం c1 plus c2x plus c3x square plus so on cn x to the power of n minus 1 whole thing into e to the power of root into x. Here the root is a అనుకుంటున్నాం కదా, the given root is a into x. If it is repeated n times, we have to write like this. Sir, suppose if it repeated twice, 2 times a repeat అయింది అనుకోండి, then you have to write c1 plus c2x, right? If the root is repeated thrice, then we have to write c1 plus c2x plus c3x square into e to the power of that root into x. That is the procedure. Now application lo chuddam. Next, if the roots are imaginary or you can say complex roots. Complex roots anagane untai conjugate pairs you will get alpha plus I beta, alpha minus I beta. right? Conjugate place lo exist avutayi. In that case, how to write the complementary function? See, remember, this is the formula, you have to remember, put stars are there, right? See, e to the power of alpha into x bracket begin c1 cos beta x plus c2 sin beta x. If the roots are complex roots, if the roots are imaginary roots, you have to write like this. Okay, now 3 cases kada, one by one unchuddam, one by one applications. Now solve the differential equations, right? One differential equation is given to you. Now solve d cube y by dx square plus 6 into d square y by dx square plus 11 into dy by dx plus 6y is equal to 0. First of all, you have to write the given differential equation. You call the differential equation as 1. Now here this is d cube y, we are writing in a standard form, capital D cube y. Now second one, 6 as it is, this can be written as d square y. Now plus 11 into dy by dx is can be written as dy, capital D into y, plus 6y is equal to 0 as it is. Now I am taking y as a common element, d cube plus 6d square plus 11d plus 6 into y is equal to 0. Here remember, capital D is nothing but d by dx, d square is nothing but d square by dx square. This is a hint for you, right? And so on. Now here f of d, this one we are assuming as f of d into y is equal to 0. Now how to write? Next we have to write f of d is what? Clearly we are mentioning f of d is equal to this one, d cube plus 6d square plus 11d plus 6 is plus 6. Now we have to write the auxiliary equation. How to write the auxiliary equations are ante, simply d is replaced by m, f of m is equal to 0. We know f of d, right? F of m is equal to 0 is the auxiliary equation, or you can say characteristic equation. Now f of m means, in the place of d I have to write m. The f of m is equal to m cube plus 6m square plus 11m plus 6 is equal to 0. We have to solve this one. Now there is a short division method. I am writing the coefficients of m cube, m square, m and constant, right? Now first digit of minus 1 I am trying, 0, 1 plus 0 is 1, minus 1 into 1 is minus 1, plus 6 minus 5 is plus 5, minus 1 into plus 5 is minus 5, again adding 6 I am getting here, minus 1 into plus 6 is minus 6 is 0. That means this becomes m square term, this is 5m, this is constant, right? You know this division method. Now m plus 1 into m square plus 5m plus 6 is equal to 0. Again we are factorizing this one. Now m plus 1 into m plus 2 into m plus 3 is equal to 0. We are equating each factor to 0. m plus 1 is equal to 0, m plus 2 is equal to 0, m plus 3 is equal to 0. On equating we are getting m is equal to minus 1, m is equal to minus 2, m is equal to minus 3. Here the roots are minus 1 comma minus 2 comma minus 3. Here the roots are real numbers. Whether they are equal? No, they are not equal. The roots are real and unequal, or you can say distinct. Then what is the complementary function? You know the case one, the working procedure. The complementary function yc is equal to some arbitrary constant c1 into e to the power of first root into x. What is the first root? Minus 1 into x, plus c2 into e to the power of second root into x, second root into x, plus c3 into e to the power of third root into x, this one. This is called complementary function. Therefore the general solution is y is equal to, or yc is equal to as it is. That's it, right? Anni problems ki same procedure. Now another problem చూద్దాం. Again solve d square y by dx square minus 3 dy by dx plus 2y is equal to 0. With y is equal to 0, x is equal to 0 and dy by dx is equal to 0. Conditions are given, that's it. Now again to find the solution, first of all we have to write the given equation, right? And also given data. Now this d square y by dx square I am writing as d square y, capital D square. Since what is the reason? Capital D is equal to d by dx. Capital D square is d square by dx square. If you put dy, then it becomes dy by dx only. right? Now see, this one I am writing a capital D square y minus 3 into capital dy plus 2y. There is no differential operator now, that's why as it is I am writing as it is. Now I am taking common y, d square minus 3d plus 2 into y is equal to 0. Here f of d, this one I am denoting it by f of d into y is equal to 0. Now where f of d clearly we have to mention d square minus 3d plus 2. Now what is the auxiliary equation? Auxiliary equation is nothing but f of m is equal to 0. We know f of d. In the place of d we have to replace d by m and equating it to 0. That equation is called auxiliary equation, right? F of m is equal to, in the place of d I have to write m, no, m square minus 3m plus 2 is equal to 0. Again we are factorizing this one, m minus 1 into m minus 2 is equal to 0. M minus 1 is equal to 0, m minus 2 is equal to 0. The roots are 1 comma 2, right? Therefore the roots are here real and distinct, they are not equal. How to write the complementary function? Yc is equal to c1 into e to the power of first root into x plus c2 into e to the power of second root into x. Therefore the general solution is y is equal to c1 e power x plus c2 into e power tx. The complementary function is itself a general solution. See conditions, I forgot to write the conditions ikkada rasanu, but next page lo continuation chuddam. See here we know this one, no, when x y is equal to 0, when x is equal to 0 అన్నాడు కదా, సబ్స్టిట్యూట్ చేశాను. Y is equal to 0, in the place of x I wrote 0. 0 is equal to c1 into e power 0 plus c2 into e power 2 into 0. e power 0 is 1 kada, something to the power of 0 is always 1. Therefore c1 plus 2 c2 is equal to 0, one condition. And also given that dy by dx is also 0 is given. Now we know y. I am differentiating this one with respect to x. dy by dx is equal to c1 into differentiation of e power x is e power x only plus c2 into differentiation of e power 2x is e power 2x into 2 I will get. That's why I am getting 2 into c2 into e power 2x. Here dy by dx value is equal to 0 when x is equal to 0. Initial conditions are given now here at this stage, right? Now I am substituting those values dy by dx and x values 0. Here I am getting again c1 plus 2c2 is equal to 0. Solving these two equations I am getting c1 value as 0 and c2 value as 0. I am substituting these arbitrary constants in the solution. Therefore the general solution of the given equation is y is equal to 0. ఈ ఈక్వేషన్ లో సబ్స్టిట్యూట్ చేస్తున్నాం మనం. c1 is 0, c2 is 0. Therefore simplify చేస్తే y is equal to 0. Now next problem, solve d cube y by dx cube minus d square y by dx square minus 6 into dy by dx is equal to 0. Again I am writing the given differential equation, standard formula rasanu, where f of d is equal to d cube minus d square minus 6d, right? Now see here auxiliary equation and some f of m is equal to 0, that implies m cube minus m square minus 6m is equal to 0. I am taking m as a common element, m square minus m minus 6 is equal to 0. M into, again it is a quadratic equation, we can factorize this one, m plus 2 into m minus 3 is equal to 0. Now if you equate each term to 0 we are getting the roots, m is equal to 0, m is equal to minus 2, m is equal to 3. Here the roots are 0, minus 2 and 3. Here the roots are real numbers but not equal, that means they are distinct roots. And then how to write the complementary function? Complementary function yc is equal to c1, some constant, into c1 into e to the power of first root into x, see here, plus c2 into e to the power of second root into x plus c3 into e to the power of third root into x, third root is 3 into x. Therefore the general solution is y is equal to this one as it is, right? Now this one already explained, the continuation of that one. Now next solve d cube y by dx cube minus 3 into dy by dx plus 2y is equal to 0. Again we have to solve this differential equation because whose coefficients are constants kada pakkana unnayani, right? Now the auxiliary equation, you know how to, this part is very very important, right? The auxiliary equation is m cube minus 3m plus 2 is equal to 0. Again by using short division method, now I am getting the roots as 1 comma 1 comma minus 2. How many roots are there? There are 3 roots are there, but these two are repeated twice kada. There are 3 roots are there, out of 3 roots 2 roots are repeated twice. ఇప్పుడు ఎలా రాద్దాం? కాంప్లిమెంటరీ ఫంక్షన్ yc ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్ టు స్టాండర్డ్ ఫామ్ ట్వైస్ రిపీట్ అయితే ఏనాలి c1 ప్లస్ c2x 2 టైమ్స్ రాయాలి ఇలా c1 ప్లస్ 2 టైమ్స్ c1 ప్లస్ c2x whole thing into e to the power of that repeated root into x. అయిపోయింది the part. Next minus 2 is the separate root. Now again c1 already used, c2 is already used, now I have to write c3 into standard procedure is what, e to the power of that root. What is that root? minus 2 into x, that's it. This is very important concept. See, therefore the general solution is y is equal to or yc is equal to as it is. Roots 2 times repeat అయితే ఏం రాస్తాం c1 plus c2x whole thing into e to the power of that repeated root into x. Sir, suppose if the root is repeated thrice, 3 సార్లు వచ్చింది సార్, 3 times if it is repeated 1 comma 1 comma 1 వచ్చింది, then how to write? ఏం లేదు, ఇక్కడ 3 terms వస్తాయి c1 plus c2x plus c3x square ఇంక్రీజ్ చేయాలి, c1 plus c2x plus c3x square bracket close అయిపోయింది కదా. 3 టర్మ్స్ వచ్చేసినాయి కదా. e to the power of that repeated root ఏమనుకున్నాం 1 into x అంతే. Now solve this one. 16 d square y by dx square plus 24 dy by dx plus 9y is equal to 0. Again we are writing in the standard form f of d into y is equal to 0, where f of d is equal to రాసాం. Then auxiliary equation ఏం రాస్తాం? Auxiliary equation is f of m is equal to 0. That is 16m square plus 24m plus 9 is equal to 0. This is in the form of a plus b whole square. That is 4m plus 3 whole square is equal to 0. And 4m plus 3 into 4m plus 3 is equal to 0. We are equating each factor to 0. m is equal to minus 3 by 4, m is equal to minus 3 by 4, 2 times. Because it is a quadratic equation, it has 2 roots. Those roots are minus 3 by 4 and minus 3 by 4. Right? We are writing the roots. Here the roots are real numbers only, but they are equal. Right? In that case, how to write the complementary function? Complementary function yc is equal to 2 times repeat అయింది కాబట్టి 2 terms రాయాలి, c1 plus c2x whole thing into e to the power of the repeated root into x. The repeated root is minus 3 by 4 into x, that's it. Now therefore the solution is like this. Y is equal to, yc stands for complementary function. Another example, solve d square y by dx square minus 2a into dy by dx plus a square into y is equal to 0. Here same thing we are writing. Here f of d is equal to d square minus 2ad plus a square. Either auxiliary equation is f of m is equal to 0. F of m is equal to 0. In the place of d I have to write m, that is m square minus 2am plus a square is equal to 0. Now again it is a quadratic equation in m. It has 2 roots. Those roots are here a comma a only, right? A comma a. Now here the roots are real numbers and repeated twice. In that case ఏం రాస్తాం? Here complementary function is equal to c1 plus c2x into whole into e to the power of that repeated root into x. ఏది root repeat అవుతుంది? a into x. Therefore the central solution is the complementary function value ne the general solution. Now the next one, solve d square y by dx square plus 4y is equal to 0. You are writing the given equation, you call that equation number 1. D square y by 4y is equal to 0. D square plus 4 into y is equal to 0. We are taking y as a common element. Enduku, what is the reason ante capital D is dy by dx, d square is d square by dx square. అర్థం అదే కదా. క్యాపిటల్ dy is equal to అర్థం ఏంటి? dy by dx అని అర్థం. Now Here f of d into y is equal to 0, where f of d is this bracket lo d square plus 4. Now auxiliary equation is nothing but f of m is equal to 0. We know f of d. How to find f of m? Simply replace d by m and equating it to 0. That is m square plus 4 is equal to 0. M square is equal to minus 4. M is equal to square root of minus 4. That is m is equal to plus or minus I root 2. ఎందుకని square root of minus 1 is I. అంతే కదా. Square root of minus 1 is I, or I square is equal to minus 1 kada andukani. Now here the roots are 2i comma minus 2i plus or minus kada, and these roots are nothing but imaginary roots. Imaginary roots ఏ ఫామ్ లో ఉంటాయి? ఆల్ఫా ప్లస్ ఐ బీటా కదా, ఆల్ఫా ప్లస్ ఆర్ మైనస్ ఐ బీటా. ఇక్కడ ఆల్ఫా వాల్యూ ఎంత అంటే 0, బీటా వాల్యూ ఎంత అంటే 2, right? Now the roots are imaginary. In that case, how to write the complementary function? Yc is equal to మన ఫార్ములా ఉంది కదా, ఏమని e to the power of alpha x. e to the power of alpha వాల్యూ ఎంత ఇక్కడ 0x ప్లస్ c1 ఇంటూ cos బీటా x, బీటా వాల్యూ ఎంత 2x ప్లస్ c2 ఇంటూ sin బీటా x, బీటా ఈజ్ 2. ఇది చూసుకోండి, ఇంపార్టెంట్ కాన్సెప్ట్. ఇఫ్ యూ వాంట్ అండర్స్టాండ్ నాకు నెక్స్ట్ వాట్సాప్లో పింక్ చేయండి అమ్మా. వన్స్ అగైన్ ఐ విల్ ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ దిస్ వన్. Similarly, second problem also. Here also we are getting complex roots. Here the roots చూడండి మొత్తం 4 ఫ్యాక్టర్స్. ఎందుకని సార్ అంటే ఇట్ ఈజ్ ఎ పాలినామియల్ ఇన్ m ఆఫ్ డిగ్రీ 4. డిగ్రీ 4 అంటే బై క్వాడ్రాటిక్. ఎన్ని రూట్స్ ఉండాలి? 4 రూట్స్ రావాలి. సో ప్లస్ ఆర్ మైనస్ 2 అంటే 2 రూట్స్, హియర్ ప్లస్ ఆర్ మైనస్ 2 అంటే 2 రూట్స్. టోటల్ 4 రూట్స్ ఆర్ దే. Now చూద్దాం. Here the complex roots are imaginary. The roots are imaginary and repeated twice. In that case same అదే అప్లికేషన్ చేస్తాం. yc is equal to e to the power of alpha x. ఆల్ఫా బదులు ఎంత 0 into x. Here repeated twice కాబట్టి 2 టర్మ్స్ రావాలి. c1 plus c2x into cos బీటా x. బీటా వాల్యూ ఎంత 2. ఎందుకని ఆల్ఫా ప్లస్ ఐ బీటా ఫామ్లో రాస్తే 0 ప్లస్ ఆర్ మైనస్ 2i కదా రాసేది. ఆల్ఫా ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్ టు 0, బీటా వాల్యూ ఈజ్ 2. నౌ ప్లస్ c3 ప్లస్ c4, c1 అయిపోయింది, c2 అయిపోయింది. దేర్ఫోర్ c3 ప్లస్ c4 ఇంటూ ఎక్స్ ఇంటూ సైన్ 2x, రైట్? నౌ దిస్ ఈజ్ ద కాంప్లిమెంటరీ ఫంక్షన్. Now once after getting the complementary function, we have tried the general solution. The general solution is y is equal to same thing as it is, but e power 0x is 1. E to the power of 0 is always equal to 1. Something to the power of 0 is always 1. Similarly, third last problem, dq y by dx q plus y is equal to 0. Now same, go through the simplification. Here we are getting the roots as -1 and these roots. That means complex roots we are getting. What to one complex root and a conjugate pairs. 1 plus root 3 by 2, 1 minus root 3 by 2. There are 2 roots kada, and then again third root. Third root is -1. Here this is different. Now how to write the complementary function? Yc is equal to c1 into e to the power of this root into x అయిపోయింది plus. What about other roots? These are complex roots. In that case, what I have to write? E to the power of alpha x. Alpha value is 1 by 2. See here. Into c1 into cos beta. Beta is what? Minus root 3. That is like this root 3. Root 3 by 2 x. Sorry, x it should be. Plus c2 into sin beta x. That is root 3 by 2 x. See, this is x is here. Don't forget to write x over here. c1 cos root 3 by 2 into x plus c2 into sin root 3 by 2 into x. Therefore the general solution is as it is. We have to repeat. Here also we have to write x. See, ee problem malli cheddam kavalante please go through the problems carefully. This part is very important.